Hey there. Today we're making some fancy tool storage, and it's not what you think. Welcome to my little pile of shame. Not so much this stuff has a purpose. This plywood was a mistake that I made, a fairly expensive mistake. Cut some strips an inch too narrow, of all things. So this is what we're gonna make this cabinet out of, for the most part, at least the outer carcass of it. Then we're gonna try to find some more scraps to make the rest of it. The magic number here is 15 and a half. I love doing this by myself. Next up, cutting some pieces to length. This could be cut thousands of ways. If you want to make one of these, I know you'll figure it out. Good Lord, Cheryl, look how dirty you are. What the hell have you been doing? We got to blow you off, girl. Oh my. Dirty girl. Fix your hair. There we go. All right, back to work. Most of our pieces cut. Next is just a little semi-careful calculating for where we want the uprights to be, taking into account, of course, the thickness of the plywood, the blah, blah, blah. Cheryl does my math for me, so hopefully it works out. We ain't using any kind of fancy joinery on this because right now, ain't nobody got time for that. So I accurately mark these out, so you know what I can do now? I can put holes in there so that after I assemble it, I'll know where the uprights line up. A little montage time. Hey, so the carcass is glued up, and now the fancy part of this whole thing is I'm gonna put drawer slides on here to put some pull-out trays to put the tool containers on. I know, fancy, first world problems. I don't like drawer slides because they're kind of tedious to install and whatnot. So that's our next thing. Put a whole bunch of these in here and hope they line up. Come on, Cheryl. One more thing. If you didn't already know this, quick tip, easiest way to find with your drawer, just take the slides you're gonna use. Again, this only works with side mount slides, not the bottom mount. Put those in there so we know the exact width. And then I measure, look at that, exactly 18 inches. That math worked out well. Now we can cut all the drawers the same because I even lined this up good enough that the damn thing is square and straight and the same width in every compartment. Woo, we're getting good at this. Now we can also strategically use those cutoffs, the long pieces that we cut, and we're saving material. Sort of. Before I get all giddy and glue all of these up and then find out that I made a mistake and then I get hostile sometimes towards Cheryl because she's creeping up in my business. Let's just glue one, see if it works. Well, I absolutely know they didn't need to be made out of 3/4 plywood, but you know what? That's the scrap that I had, and I'm gonna live with that mistake and look at it every day. Also, by the way, fantastic nail gun. Love this thing. Love it. I'm gonna get real fancy on you. Put this in here where it's gonna go with the slides. That way I can put this on here. Scoot it back so I know the bottom. Now I can center it perfectly. Yes. Right. Look at that. There we go. This is why we check things. I was so worried about these fitting perfectly with the drawer slides and the space provided, which they do. Somebody messed up the calculations. I made these to fit these like sustainers, Look, it don't fit. 3/16 of an inch off. I don't know what I did. I don't like making the sides out of 1/2 inch plywood because there's going to be a significant amount of weight on these. And I feel like I like to have the beef for the screw to go into. I think for now I'm just going to shave some off the inside of this and see if it works. I don't know. And no, this probably isn't in the manual. I don't know. There it is. The surface ain't bad. See if it fits. If I trimmed a little bit more off, it would, but I don't know that I want them to be that close. Damn it. So, skipping all the stupid details, long story short, I cut this, shaved it off, and these two fit now, kind of the way that I want them to, just a little bit of space. Funny part is, I cut them, you know what I cut them to? Freaking 1/2 inch exactly. 1/2 inch. So the sides need to be 1/2 inch. I'll fix it. Moving on. Come on, Cheryl. Need a little lube, but it's good. I don't use these Craig cabinet jig things very often, but they sure are handy sometimes. So continuing with my theme of using scraps, of course, I'd rather have one big piece to cover the back of this because it'd not only be stronger, but it'd be easier to put on here and keep everything square. But I'm using scrap because that's what I said I was going to do. It's a pretty good piece. Put this and then a couple of more strips. It doesn't even have to be covered because it doesn't. It's just for the shop. But anyway, we do need the back for a little bit of strength. Our next trick, of course, we want to cover up these plywood edges because, you know, that's just what you do. So I milled up some of this random oak. Very quickly milled it up. And this is very tedious. I'm kind of doing it the easy way because I don't care. There's little pinholes. Now we're moving on to the somewhat annoying part of having to remove all these drawer tray things so that we can do a little sanding and finishing of some edges. While we got her laid down on her back, might as well throw together a quick little frame here to, make the toe kick and stand it up off the ground just a little bit. Definitely nothing fancy, as you can tell by my super high quality 2x4s here. So really just got to throw a couple of chamfers on the back of this just to make it nice and pretty and finish off the back of everything. And then we're pretty much done. We might put some finish on it. Probably just put finish on the outside or maybe just the top and the drawer front. What, Cheryl? God. Anyway, did you really think I was going to leave this big gap in here? No. So this is what it looks like. It's not in the place it's going to go because I'm trying to keep working on it in the meantime. I was going to try to figure out some sort of wooden handles, and I couldn't think of something that I liked and was easy to attach and didn't look stupid. So I really like simple. So I'm doing these black aluminum, just real simple pulls. That's what we're gonna do. So in the 2 seconds that you've seen me last, a few days has went by. I moved this, loaded it up, and also getting over the monumental head cold. So that's great. I just wanted to go over just real quick. Some people watching this might be like, oh man, he's got a whole bunch of Festool shit in here, so gotta have somewhere to put it to show it off. Okay, that's partially true. I'm very proud that I've worked hard to be able to buy this stuff. These sustainers are great for keeping the tools in there, but the problem is, if you just stack them on top of each other like I had them before, it doesn't work so good, because if I want the one on the bottom, which of course you always want the one on the bottom, you have to move them all out of the way to get to the one on the bottom. To where this way, if I want the big domino, I can open this up, get out what I need, close this, close my drawer back. Nice. And Derek's little brain loves everything to have a home. And if it doesn't have a home, Derek likes to pile shit up on top of horizontal surfaces. Really bad. But it's not just for sustainers. Anybody could use one of these. The pullouts are great, even for these other tools that have no container at all. A lot of these tools over here in these drawers I use every day. So these little DeWalt trim routers, I love them. Easy access, has a home. Instead of just throwing it on a shelf, I know that this is where the routers go. My 7 1/4 and 6 1/2 inch circular saw, they have a home, so I can put them there. So you get the point. You don't have to have crazy expensive tools to have really nice storage. That's all fine and dandy, Derek. Can you get to the damn point? Well, the point is, I love organization. My shop works so much more efficiently with organization. I'm completely redoing how my shop is on this side because, believe it or not, I do a lot of videoing in here. I need pretty stuff for the camera. This is the first video of that. So I'm adding on to this in the future. It's gonna be something. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I hope you stay tuned for the rest of the shop organization videos that might or might not be linked up here in the corner or tagged after this video is over. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you.